Alright, so this is the demo from the team we're playing at 10, Nerd Down. They won 16-1 against this team, so we're just going to take a look at some of the things they do CT. So the first thing we'll notice here on the CT pistol, I don't know if this is a counter strat, but I doubt it. It looks like they stack 4 heavy towards B. Not much aggression really, just one guy holding here to C. Player 4 is kind of a quick rotate. One plays back green, but we could probably exploit that pretty easily. They win this round because they end up going B. Again, it could be a anti-strat play, but I just don't think they anti-stratted a team of this caliber. Or the shot at least to exploit the A. And then the anti-eco here, pretty much the same as like gun rounds, to be honest. They solo B quite often. The guy who solos B is Invite, player number 3 here. He likes to play around here on top of the blue train, underneath it, around it. He's very jittery, doesn't really stay in one spot very much. He'll kind of go up here. He'll fall down, look around, look at heaven. He's quite exposed. Player 4 ladder always pretty much plays here from what I've seen so far. 5 will jiggle this corner to nade or smoke it. He can be exploded. 1 is usually their main opper. He plays back green. And then they'll double up sometimes. We'll take a look at that in a sec. Not much to show here. They pretty much just stay like this. Again, 3 just moving around. Same thing here. Invite player number 3. He's going to solo B. He's gonna play on top of it again. Player 4 again. Ladder, same spot. We can either double nade that or pre-peek that. If he's playing there, 5 jiggling again. He's helping Ivy. The opera will help Ivy quite a bit. And then same main guy plays either around orange on top of it or red or bomb train with the knob. We'll see that in a bit. But it's pretty standard stuff. Their B is weak. In my opinion, especially when he gets into this type of situation where he smokes it off and then just kind of stays back here. I feel like we could just walk out upper or flash down lower and take it fast. The rotates are pretty far away. Like he gets the teak on here and they still don't rotate a guy towards B. They just have a guy jiggling, 1 helping him, and 4 here who can't really listen to anything. They're actually going to go B here, and you'll see it takes a while for them to rotate. Even with all that info, 1's finally rotating now, but it was very late. They could have lost that round if it wasn't Glocks. We're gonna see some aggression here on the first gun round. Basically, the opper is gonna flash 2 guys in Ivy to peek it. And then player, we're going to see this, I'll watch this in a sec, but player 3 is also pushing simultaneously. They're pushing. Ivy gets it. 4 still doing the same thing. And then 3 simultaneously walk pushes it to help with that. So quite a bit of aggression here. They fight Ivy heavy with the 3 guys. And they just kind of pincer, get a lot of aggression. They end up winning this round as well. Another anti-eco. Pretty much the same thing as the other ones. We're having 3. This time he kind of jiggles it this way. 4 is playing in ladder again under it. Could have been punished there. They're kind of playing a VP setup-ish here. 1's opping. He always usually opts back green, top green, sometimes bomb train. And 5 is doing his thing, jiggling again. They lose B here. Like I said, it could be pretty weak, pretty slow to rotate. Again, against pistols, plus the team's not that great they're playing against. They'll win this round again. here's where we see a little switch up. They're double opping. So the solo B player is actually going to peek this solo upper B. I'll take a look at that. The reason I'm showing this is he has no support on B when he's doing this. They're still doing their standard stuff on A. So if we had an opera posted here, we kill this guy. A's open, the rotates are pretty far away as well. They're playing standard here, the opera. He likes to play this angle sometimes. 5 jiggling again. 4 woods and ladder, but now he's moved out. Here they get kind of cocky. You know, they're up 6-0. They're going to triple op. I don't think they're going to do this much, because hopefully we earn a little bit more respect than they do based on how we play them. And also they lose. This is the only round they lose. So they're going to double up B. 1 upper, 1 lower. And then they're up Ivy. And then 4 and 5 are playing close. Getting aggro into T-Con. Again, they're just showing not much respect against. They're destroying the team. I doubt they'll do this again. It should be easy to exploit. Better team with like a half buy ends up winning this round because of the decision to buy triple ops. Lower the volume here. Whoops, not that much. They mainly lose this round because, again, they only have ops. But this player here, who's opping T-Con, they don't really communicate that he has T-Con, and then Ivy's exploited. This guy too can be easily had. He doesn't have a good angle. He's kind of open the open. 1 can't decide if he's watching T-Con or ladder, and then whereas 2 late peeks Ivy while the guy's walking up, and then he kind of has to give up Ivy, which kind of leaves 1 exposed to quite a few angles. And they end up losing. I haven't watched this far yet before I decided to record, but I want to see what they do. Looks pretty standard again. 3 soloing. They got rid of the triple op. 3 soloing B again, quite weak. 5 jiggling, nading. 4 probably going to go back to his spot under ladder. 1 helps Ivy periodically. And 2 played bomb train / opping T-Con. 4 again under ladder. This is what I'm talking about, the 3. He doesn't play for info very much. He's listening, which is good, but if we go full quiet B, 2 is a faster rotate than usual here, so it's not too bad. But again, 3 is just very out in the open, and he doesn't seem to be able to keep still. Pretty active on Ivy again, jiggling it. With the once they get ops, it's pretty hard to take Ivy just because 1 helps him quite a bit. Same with T-Con. They got 2 ops usually on T-Con at all times. I think their weak point in their default they're doing is again ladder. It could be pre-fired, and I don't. It's hard to say what they would do if they lost the ladder guy, just because they don't. But I feel like it would at least pull 1 off Ivy, and then I feel like 5 doesn't play Ivy that well. I mean, he gets info and whatnot, but I feel like if you smoke left side, we can exploit him pretty well, or our right side. Again, 3 solo here. I don't know how they not lose this round. I think just poor execution on the T side. 2 did rotate. They rotate pretty fast. That's what I would notice as well. They didn't see bomb yet. They just see a little bit of presence, and they have pretty much everyone here. Now they saw bomb, obviously. They'll win this round. Oops. What did I do? Shit. Let's go back to, I believe we're on round 7. Round 8. Hopefully this loads and doesn't freeze on us. There we go. Alright. Looks pretty standard again. A lot of utility T-Con early. 4 going to get under a ladder probably. He gets the pick and always falls off. 2 is playing Ivy this time, which is a bit different. And look how they just have an opera literally soloing it from T-Con. From Z, sorry. They're going to send another guy over there. Once he gets that pick ladder, he seems to fall off ladder all completely. Like 100%. They do have a guy T-Con, so I'm surprised this other guy is watching T-Con as well. He's watching ladder now. They just seem to... They're very hectic. Like the guy who's playing ladder now had control of T-Con, and he had a guy one on top blue watching ladder, and then he decides to give up T-Con and leave blue to watch it, which is fine, but it just, they can't seem to stay still very much. They see a little bit of presence. Ivy, that pulls a Z guy right away to watch T-Con. Still have guy in ladder here. And 4, he plays, like, look, he low HP, 12 health, and he's like pretty much 100% soloing. Now he's gonna push. Oh, I guess he saw bomb. They'll win this round. They'll win every single round now. Okay. Looks like they're doubling B this round. Mainly because this guy has an op, similar to what we do occasionally. He's going to peek it. 3's getting close as well. This is similar to what Trevor and I do. And he's going to keep pushing. So 5 jiggled it, and then mollied it. And then we have 1 and 2 again playing top green. As soon as... Oh, I guess he saw many. Pretty straightforward there. At this point, it's tough to say if they're going to do the same thing here. They might do weird things just because they're winning so much. 3 is getting aggressive. Saw a lot of presence on A. 2 and 4 are close at T-Con. They like to get close T-Con once in a while. Ladder was open there. They lost B with that push, but they have bomb. Doesn't matter what happens here. Looks like they're doubling B more. I don't know if they just feel that the A guys can hold it enough, or that they have a sense that they're going to play. They got picked. No rotate. That could have went really bad for them. They're even pretty far here. He was still on bomb train way after that. He got aggressive to T-Con again. Even after seeing bomb there, they're still not rotating another guy B. They lost the opper from the top pick. Leaving Ivy open now. Seems like it's hard to tell again because they don't lose a lot of players, but it seems to me that this Ivy player will leave it unattended once they lose one guy, even if they're up. Like in this case, he comes back and checks it, but just very worried about T-Con, even though he has 2 players here. Like this guy's watching T-Con 100%. Yet this guy seems to be worried about ladder and T-Con. 4 still holding B solo here. Again, he has a decent angle, could get info, and they can rotate. They're pretty close, honestly, so it's not too bad. I'm surprised they win this round. Anything different here? Looks like they go back to solo B. Standard guy jiggling. Ivy. 1 and 2. Oppers. Sorry, this time it's 1 and... Actually, Opp is soloing B again. He likes to opt this position a lot. Watching Sandwich. I feel we could punish him if we flash through the blue and green, the 5-6 smoke. Also, the guy B opting lower with the flash pre-fire. If we kill him, it seems to be pretty simple. It seems like the only time they're going to double B is if they have a guy If they have a guy, wow. If they have a guy opping upper, they're never going to double sight usually. It could change, but this is what it looks like. Fast forward a pistol. It's pretty much all we're going to be able to see here. I don't know if they do anything spectacular or if just because they've been trashing these guys if they're going to do anything. Looks like they got utility though. What is this? Going to be a Z smoke? A lot of guys towards B. One guy holding T-Con. Two guys holding T-Con. To me, it looks like it's going to be an A split with a fake out B. Yeah. And where does this smoke land? Is it Z smoke? Yeah. Terrible Z smoke actually. They should have lost this. 2 out ladder. 2 out T-Con. No presence Ivy. No presence Ivy at all actually in the beginning of the round. Guy was watching it. The guy who lines up this smoke. They just really out-aimed them. It's not much to say there. This round doesn't matter that much, but we'll take a look. Let's take a look at not really the first gun round, but first anti-eco. The other team is buying really weird for a team who's in their last round. But this looks, I was gonna say, it looks like a default where they flash lower. They sent a bunch of guys towards B. One guy watching T-Con. Everyone else is B. This guy Ivy could get. Oh, he's watching it. Weird that he bought a Deagle. Okay, let's see what they do on this side. This is Z smoke, probably. They threw the sidewalk. They threw that upper as well, I believe. Flashes. Pretty straightforward. Alright, that's it, boys. Just wanted to go over that. So, just a few things that I've noticed. Their Ivy player likes to jiggle peek their right side like our left on T side. But if they have an op, there's a guy going to be supporting him from the opposite side, but he could be exploited, especially when they're man down. Especially if they lose a guy like Ladder and B. I feel like that back green opper then rotates more towards sight, and then that Ivy guy, he tends to jiggle it, but then also watch T-Con, and he could be exploited there. So like the extremities of the map seem to be the weakest. The opper, they have quite a few. They just seem to switch it up. Either is going to solo B the secondary opper, which we'll talk about in a sec. The other opper likes to play top green, back green, help Ivy, maybe bomb train watching sandwich, so that back portion of the site. Their ladder player, as you guys saw, almost always played right underneath the ladder. Obviously, he was never punished for it, so who knows what he does after, but at least early in the game, we could punish that. Their B solo player, I think, is the weakest point of the setup, just because he doesn't always get info. He's sometimes just running around the site, top blue, bottom blue, around the bomb train. Seems like he get exploited, especially with like a contact play, and they seem to over-rotate just a little. That could be confidence against this team, but it seems like anytime they saw any presence, they sent like 2 guys over to B from A, leaving A quite vulnerable. So any type of fake or just a little bit of presence, B could pull that. Then their pistols again, CT side. Remember, they stacked 4B, had only 1 A. He was like back green / Ivy. So I think our play would work really well there, the A play. And the T pistol, it's hard to say, but they threw a slight B fake and ran out to T-Con to ladder. All right, guys.